Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining me once again. My name is still Brian, this is still my channel, and today we have a mystery to solve. At least, so I think. If you watched the last episode I put out, we had just finished Batman the Enemy Within. We're looking for a new game that we can play. So, I just, it only says continue because I, tested a little bit to make sure the audio works. But we'll restart a new game and start from the actual beginning. I don't know a whole lot about this game, honestly. I know it got released, maybe last month that it was released? I feel like it's new, but it's very, retro, 90s style. Actually, you can see on the headline, it's December 6th, 98. I'm not entirely sure what it is we'll be solving, but it has something to do with, uncovering the mysteries of this family and kind of seeing how everyone's related, or something like that. I have not looked, like I said, especially closely into it. I figure we can discover that together, so let's go ahead and get started. And the Roottrees are loading. So as the headline said, it is December 6th, 98. And that is as far as I've gotten.
The plane that crashed last night just outside of Pittsburgh is now known to have been the private jet of the Roottrees Corporation. Local aviation authorities have speculated, based on the pilot's final communication, that the winter storm and heavy winds played a significant role in the crash. On board were multiple family members, including corporate president Carl Roottrees and his daughters, the Roottrees sisters, best known for their fashion lines and modeling careers. There were no survivors. Again, for those of you just joining us, the Roottrees are dead.
And roll credits, there we go. Okay, let's see here what we got.
I know it's late, but I'm guessing you've seen the news. In addition to dealing with the grief, the Roottrees company's lawyers are struggling.
I don't watch the news very often anymore because it's very depressing. Are there ever newscasts that basically repeat what they just said for emphasis? I don't think that happens a lot.
Everything's about to change. Anyone proven to be a blood relative is about to get much richer. I'm here to ensure everyone is accounted for.
Okay, so presumably we need to figure out who the blood relatives are.
I've heard you're an expert at sorting out complicated family trees. A genealogy genie, as it were. I'm going to give you a quick test. Pass, and I can promise you...
I fail the test and the game is over immediately. Let's see here. Complete the family tree of the Roottrees sisters. Okay. Siblings are in birth order, oldest, youngest, and then presumably medium. So we need to examine the evidence, search the internet, fill in the names, fill in the occupations, fill in the photos. Sleuth! Okay, so examine my okay. So the evidence. The got milk picture. How do you give you this photo? This is, I think, was that the one used on the newscast? Before they paint the fake mustaches, on which I thought would be more appropriate. Being a Roottree is a full-time job, but so is growing up. That's why the calcium found in milk is so important. Okay. This list was provided to you by the mysterious person. You'll need it to fill in the family tree. So I know they're sisters. That's a lot of Roottrees, though. So there's presumably got to be something that helps me narrow these down. And then men, more Roottrees. Okay, wonderful. Family tree. Welcome to the information super. A new cashew PC. Wow, this is so retro. Apologies to anyone who, grew up with this. Now I'm calling it retro. If you find anything interesting, please print it out on the high-end color laser printer or burn a music CD. If you want to revisit a search result, use the history feature. Cashew PCs are inedible. Don't try to eat your computer. Aww. Spider search, welcome, or just, spider search is the only thing I can do. So, can I, ow! So, what do I do here? Quickly highlighting text with your mouse. So, let's see. Maybe I go back to the Got Milk ad? Is there anything that says who the sisters are? Being a Roottrees a full-time job? Okay. Roottrees fan site. Oh, okay. So Raina is the most famous because she's the oldest, Riley is the smart one, Rose is the middle child. Well, that tells us everything we need to know already. So I'll create that highlight. And let's see here. You might think they're rich because they're models. Just trying to find some lore. They do the model for the brand. Wow, this is really a huge multinational company. Website topic continues to talk about fashion lines, but none of it is relevant. Okay. So going back to the main board. So we know Raina is the most famous. Riley is the smart one. Rose is a middle child. So, Raina, and then, what is it? So, Riley and Rose, but we also need to figure out their pictures and occupations, right? Riley is the smart one, Rose is the middle child. So, Riley is the youngest one. And then we have Rose. Samantha, Tessa. Maybe there's something else we need to uncover then. And then something said it was married to TMS, right? So is there a TMS here that we can discover? Thomas Sheridan. It could be. Feels like there's gotta be something better though. Morden, a lot of Mordens. It's a TMS, right? Let's see. Yeah, she's the oldest. Okay, so it also tells us. Let's see. I might make another note of this because Riley dresses. Okay, Rose is the one with her ears pierced. All right. So if we go to the picture here, Rose is the one with her ears pierced, so presumably the one with the hoop earrings. Let's see here. But I don't think I discovered what Rose is, right? Because Rose was in the notes. Okay, so Rose is in the notes, but was not in the area. Or was not in, like, the list of names that I had, right? So let's see here. Maybe I can look her up. Someone who isn't on the list. Will often lead to additional discoveries. Okay, so let's see what we have got. Make note of any brand names, books, product lines, or magazines that you don't recognize and search for them. Alright, so I'll go back to that page that I just found. You might think they're rich because they're models. Okay, so what have we? What did it say? Man, I'm forgetting already. What's this duck? Oh, it's a hint. Is that a hint? Home, PC, evidence, family tree. So it said they're all models, right? Okay, so it says, isn't in the list of names, doing a deeper dive on what you learn about them. So let's see here. So what does it say about Rose? Rose is middle child. Maybe it said root brand, maybe? Make notes of any brand names, books, product lines, or magazines. Brand names, books, product lines, or magazines. TMS, I'm guessing might be Thomas? Not entirely sure. Okay. Oh, click on faces in your evidence tab. Okay, I can fill in at least a couple pictures, right? Because it says... Try to dress in plaid clothes like Riley does. So Riley is in plaid. Click on faces on your evidence tab. So evidence is this one, right? Ah! Okay, so that's how you get pictures. So the plaid one is Riley, so she's gonna be, I guess, the middle one. Let's pull this up. Oh, wait. It's gonna take me a little while to, like, get used to which is which. So Riley was the one on the plaid. Then, does it... It said Rose was the one with the hoops, right? Yeah, Rose is the one with the ears pierced. And that means Reina has to be the other one. So Rose is the one with the pierced ears. Reina is the other one. Okay, so that's taken care of. Now we know she's married to somebody. Let's see here. And Reina, right? Reina's married to TMS. Tommy Mark Sheridan. Okay, that's what I suspected. Thomas Sheridan, but it's good to be confirm that, and also to like kind of see the extent to which this web search can take us. Tommy Sheridan is the husband of Reina. So I'm going to go over to the evidence tab. Tommy Sheridan. There we go. And then the last thing that I need is the last name, right? So Rose something or other. And it said Eloise something or other. I don't know. Marguerite, November, Reina Riley. Alright, and it said, let's see what the other thing is. You might recognize her faces from the magazine you're reading. Or you might recognize her name from the candy bar you're reading. Being a Roottrees is a full-time job, but so is growing up. Okay. This is really weird. Okay. So, now I'm going to see only one person. I always forget like what it said. Oh, here we go. But still very well known. Most of the time they're lumped together as the Roottrees sisters. Unfortunately, make note of any brand names. Okay. Brand names, books, product lines, or magazines. You know what? Instead of like constantly forgetting this, I'm just going to highlight it. And then go back to the Roottrees. So it's brand names, books, product lines. So I'll try Maple Crisps. Introduced in 1992. Website of Francis Ernie Jr. Okay. Oh, I guess if they eliminated the space between super and bowl, they can use the name, but I'm surprised they managed to sneak that in there. Let's see here. Their mom, Brenda, is a fashion designer. Do I have to, like, capitalize root? I guess I need the period. Here we go. The period is part of the name. Make clothes for children. By the Roottree sisters. But at the bottom, Brenda Roottree appeared on one cover holding her daughter Rose. The site says this was the only time her daughter was ever listed with her birth name, Carly. So now we know Rose is Carly. We can come back here and find Carly Roottree. Is she here? She is. Hey, there we go. Alright, getting the hang of it. These 3 entries are correct and have been locked. We've also... Oh, Thomas Sheridan. Booyah. Alright. So, eventually figure that one out. Do I have to click on something to keep going? Yeah. Booyah.
Sorry to test you, but I had to be sure you could use the internet. Some folks refuse to get with the times. Safe to say, you're hired.
Yay!
The reward for untangling the family tree is substantial. Life-changing, even. But here's the catch. The Roottrees go way, way back. The family tree's a bit daunting. Most people freak out the first time they see the whole thing. But I'm sure you'll be fine.
Oh yeah,
the man
definitely.
who started it was particular about whom he considered family. For your purposes, you only need his direct blood relatives. Anyone related only by marriage is optional, but filling them in can...
Okay, good to know. So I need the blood relatives, but anyone who is not related by blood can still be helpful.
You now have access to some unique websites, plus a list of notable Roottrees. Notable people are easy to find via your search engine, and marked with stars on the family tree. I'm off for now. Carl Roottree had a lot in his office. I'll look for anything useful. I'll return once you identify 6 more blood relatives.
6 more blood relatives. Okay. Oh my god, that's a big family tree. Oh, have I identified them already?
Sorry,
oh no.
One last thing. This might sound odd, but if anyone else claiming to represent the Roottrees reaches out, I'd appreciate you not mentioning I was here. Thank you, and good luck.
It'd help if I could see your face. You don't seem the most trustworthy. Okay, so I'm done with those 3, and I know the star there has got to be Brenda, right? I saw that was her name. Sleuth. So I need 6 more Roottrees. Every time you get 3 additional blood relatives completely correct, they will be locked in. All non-blood relatives and small portraits are optional. Replacing them in the tree helps remove extra names and photos. That's true. Oh my gosh, this is such a huge tree. 2 names that must be typed manually. Okay. So I need to fill in the whole tree. That's probably gonna take a few episodes, guys. Come on. Alright, so once you verify this relative, you'll be able to add bonus photos. Let's look at the evidence. 5 pieces add. This is an evidence for 5 pieces aimed at kids from the magazine Teen Blast. Oh wait, hang on. I can get rid of these pieces of evidence now, right? Because they are not helpful. I might hold on to the brand names note just so that I remember that I can do that. This is an evidence for 5 pieces aimed at kids from the magazine Teen Blast. It mentions that 5 pieces were named because the original creator had 5 children. Oh. The numbers... How many clues are connected to a specific piece of evidence? Interesting! Okay, so at the Start of your search, the notables list sets off alarm bells. List of famous people you can find via search engine. Okay, trust your intuition. If a piece of evidence seems too good to be true, take a closer look at the people or phrases it mentions. Often the most satisfying revelations come from retracing a path you thought was fully explored on with a new perspective. Sometimes the reason certain evidence has such a high value is because it can lead to finding more evidence. You may be missing a huge piece of the puzzle. Interesting. So there are 11 pieces of evidence that can be used here. Strawberry, power plum, cold chocolate, bad blue raspberry, awesome apple. 5 flavors because the original venerate 5 kids. Maybe that's why kids still love them. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to like see what the actual ad says. Right? The Roottrees sisters and their parents died in a plane crash. So this is just kind of telling us the story so far, as it says the story so far. Alright, notable Roottrees. So we've discovered the sisters, Carl, Elias, and Gwyneth, Gwyn, Red, Jim, Lauren, and Miracle Jr. Oh! So Brenda's gotta be the wife, right? Let's see here. Root. Brenda Roottree is the mother and Root's head designer. She appeared on one cover, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight this. Ah! Okay, and then I will go over to the evidence thing. And Brenda's the mother, but she is not on this list. So I'm going to assume that this is Brenda. Okay. Which doesn't help much because it doesn't ask for an occupation, but I maybe have something I can build off of here. Let's see here. So going, if I just Google Brenda White, what's she called? Oh, sorry, spider search. A vintage dress from before Brenda became Brenda Roottree, started designing clothes for Root. So, does not help very much, but good to know. Largest database of magazines and newspapers, author name and book title. Okay, so we're getting more like links and stuff that are coming up. Where do we start? 5 pieces. Magazine, Teen Blast. Okay, so if I go to Teen Blast, do I need a keyword? Yes, I do. So what's it called? What was the evidence called? 5 pieces. New periodical added, okay. Including 5 pieces. That doesn't give me a whole lot, does it? Let's go ahead and just start searching names then. Gwyn Roottree. Oh, interesting. So, Gwyn Roottree is a somewhat well-known actress who was active in the 50s. Gwyn was the granddaughter of Elias Roottree. So, I've added to evidence a highly circulated picture of Gwen. Often appeared in tabloids, especially around the time of her divorce. I'll just highlight all of this, because I'm gonna take this back to the... Well, first of all, let's see what the evidence is here. There's a picture of Gwen. Gwen is on the notable Roottrees list. She'll be marked on the chart. So she's the granddaughter of... It said Elias, right? So she's one of our starred people here. So the candy company, Gwyneth and Elias are at the top. I mean, it gives us Gwyneth and Elias, so I'm going to assume this is Elias, and this is Gwyneth. But I need to figure out whether it's Anderson or Madsen first. Alright, let's go over here. Gwyneth. So Anderson. I'll try Anderson and see if anything comes up. Before marrying Elias. Okay, so Gwyneth Anderson was Elias's wife. Is there anything else? There's a famous picture of Elias and Gwyneth. Oh, yay! So I can fill those in. Before marrying Elias, she had no brothers. So as the oldest sister, she was. Before Elias took over, the farm produced only syrup. Elias created candy, so they kind of went into business together. She had no brothers. So what was her job? Was she just heir? First Anderson Maple Farm. According to the website, still daily demonstrations. Or I guess maybe housewife? Because it says as a housewife in the early 1900s. Yeah, there is a housewife there. I'll try it. And then I know she was Gwyneth Anderson. I don't know who Matson is, but you know. Media mogul, founder. What's his specific job title here? Lawyer, farmer, chef, comedian, architect. Okay, I'll forget that for now. Going over to our pictures, I should have Elias and Gwyneth. And I have pictures of both of them now. After they founded the Roottrees company, but before it was a success. So, this is going to be Gwyneth. This one's going to be Elias. And, let's see here. Unknown occupation. I mean, I can just Google it and see what comes up. Ah! Founder and first president. Family man. Quoted on the side saying blood's thicker than syrup. Family man, the Roottrees legacy. To say they're biased. Like a Watchman of the Year. So, was he a watchman? What's going on here? Founder. Elias spent. Okay. I mean, I'll try it. No, not watchman. Not founder. Actor, advertising, artist, author, baby. That's their job. Their job is baby. Chef, comedian, construction, dancer, director, doctor, driver, farmer, firefighter, hairdresser, housewife, interior design, lawyer, manufacturing, mechanic, mogul, model, musician, news anchor, nurse, pilot, preacher. I guess first president of the company? Is that what we're going for here? Let's see here. Yeah, first president. So that is the job that we are going for. So I think we are good on that front, and both of those are confirmed. What else can we do with this information? Let's see here. So we have Elias and Gwyneth. Do we have Gwyn yet? I don't think we have Gwyn yet. So we know she is the granddaughter of the original Roottrees. So she is somewhere down here, but we have 3 different ones with stars next to them. So there's got to be something else that we can use to kind of work that out. But once we do, we can be like, okay, there's an actress and, you know, all of that. But assuming that we can't do that yet, let's go back to our list. Let's go to Lauren Roottree. I don't know. Just picking one basically at random. Right. Distant relative. Her married name was Lauren Rafferty, so she was originally a Roottrees. Romance in court, listed as retired. Website about famous authors. So she is an author. A life between wars. So her husband died in World War II. Okay, so we know it is 1998 right now. So we know that Lauren and Gwyn both, because it said Gwyn was, what, 1950s? Something like that? Okay, you don't have to specify, you can just let me do it. Yeah, 50s. So Gwyn's a little bit older, but they might be the same generation. Right. Red Roottree, we'll try that one. Aloysius Herring Roottrees. I can guarantee he is old. Was an appointed judge and politician who earned his nickname ironically because he was the ambassador to Ireland for only about 6 days. Heard disparaging the Irish people. The last name was merely a coincidence, and he was defeated in a landslide. Interesting. So, not relevant right now. Ah, red herring, look at that. That is cute. Okay, so we'll go to Jim Roottree instead. So he's a singer, has made a public appearance since '96. Disco song Rollin' On Down to the City, now in the evidence folder. The band never had another hit, but has its fans who refer to himself as Diamond's Dazzlers, because Diamond LaRue. The rest of the music is more folksy and acoustic. Let's go back here. Can I play it?
We're rolling on down to the city.
Alright, well, it's playing. I'll have a look at this. Ah. Damn, this is a long song. Okay, so we have 5 verses left. I don't know if I'll stick around for all of that, but we do know it was a hit in the 70s. We saw it was the great-grandson, so it's a generation below Gwen. And we know that he's a singer. Alright. I might play this on my own later, but this is a very long song. Oh, we're still playing Force Gun. So, let's see here. So, great-grandson is going to be one of these two. But we don't know... Do we know who the dad is? It's one of our stars. Alright, so we know Jim Roottree's the singer. Carl Roottree, I don't think we've discovered yet. Ah, there we go. Carl is the husband, which means I'll actually do this right now. So Carl is the husband. So that's you. And then it said Jim, Jim was the great-grandson. So the only other star that Jim can be is this one. It's Jim, right? Let's see here. Maybe James? James Roottrees, there we go. And we know James Roottrees was a singer. Maybe not. Musician? Musician, there we go. So, and we know, let's see if I can get a picture of him from here. There we go. And I don't know who that, oh, it's Diamond, of course. Diamond LaRue. So I know Diamond LaRue is here. That's one of the pictures of her. And then that's him. Yay! Alright. Okay, so we've got another 3 down. And now we have, I think we gotta do 3 more before the person returns. Let's see if there are any other pictures of Diamond LaRue. I wanna see if there's anything else of Diamond. Public library, periodicals, library. No, okay. What are these things on the top left? So show forward, oh, just pick the item that we can see. So going on to our Roottrees. So we still know Carl needs a picture. Well, actually, I don't think we solved the rest about Carl, so I'll keep going down there. Carl, the Roottrees sisters. The head of our company, Carl was an incredible man. His great-grandfather before him. Watchman of the Year, I know I recognize, because that came up. Oh, it must be just Elias or whatever his name is. President of the Roottree Candy Company, as well as the clothing company Root. Does it say which president he was? Roottrees and family. Filling his absence will be difficult. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna hope it's a generational thing for now, so I'm gonna say he was the first president, there's another president somewhere here, so he must be the 4th president. Okay, so now we're moving up. What are our other stars? There's our evidence, okay. So we have a bunch of ones crossed off. Let's go to Miracle Jr. Miracle Jr. is a televangelist. According to Clergy Watch, he was exposed. It was his wife Edith's sister in a disguise. The author mentioned that Edith had a bit of a checkered past herself, but doesn't clarify. He used to have a show. Okay. So do I know Edith yet? Edith. No, I don't think I know Edith. So I know Carl. Gwyn Roottree, I think I'm still waiting for. So Lauren's the other one that I'm not sure. I don't think I've looked up her yet. Oh, she's the author, right. And she used her married name Lauren Rafferty. So is there anything I can do with that information? She must have been married to a Rafferty. What is this? Split. Oh, they split up. I know either one or the other of the women that I'm looking for had a divorce, right? You'll find no recent details about Lauren, even though she's retired. Was Gwyn Roottree the one who got split up? Okay, a circulated photo of Gwyn, the daughter of Elias Roottree. She shouldn't have been named Roottree, but her father took her mother's famous name, which was quite rare in those days. Okay. Ah, highly publicized divorce. That's the one that I was looking for. Okay. So I know she was the Roottree, right? So I'm going to put her here. She was an actor, and that's her. And did I figure out who her husband was? Some mentions of a marriage to Wild Bill Williams. They divorced before the birth of her second child. So, Wild Williams? Maybe it might be like a William Williams, or... Do I have to figure out who Wild Bill Williams is now? Grew up in Paris, good for him. Leading man, fortune favors the grave, which is yet to be released. Interesting. Okay, so... But it doesn't give me any information. So go in here, Gwyn is the actress, and then I think Lauren is the other one, right? But Lauren could be... either. What do we got? What do we got? Let's see here. Oh no. So Carl Roottrees, I think I've got. Gwen, I think I've got. Lauren, I don't know. Miracle Jr., I'm not sure. So Lauren Roottrees is our author. Wait, hang on. So if I know which one Gwen is, then I know that her father took her mother's famous name, so that means her mother must have been a Roottrees. Her father was not. Yeah, I didn't think it'd be that easy, but it was worth a shot. Let's see, 5 pieces, ad. What can I get from this ad? The original creator had 5 children. Adds that current flavors are not the same as back then. Radical flavors, because it's no longer the 1920s. Okay. So, had 5 children. That tracks. Oh, I need Carl Roottrees' picture, don't I? Can I just Google picture? I doubt it. Nope. But maybe I can. I don't think I have a picture here either, right? Got Milk, Gwen, no. Let's see here. Entire Roottrees family is in shock. So what can I do? I feel like there's gonna be too many results, yeah. There's no CEO, no stockholders. Despite his death, is listed as the current president. Oh. So if he's listed as the current president, that probably means he's the 5th one, right? Let's see here. Lot of results. Their official website is unstable. Anderson Maple Farm. Alright. Periodicals. Let's see. What else we got? Did I put the exclamation point by Team Blast? No. Got Milk, list of names. So many people. This is absurd. Okay. Going on down to the city, Elias and Gwyneth. What if I Google 5 pieces? Have I done that yet? Scan from a book. Oh, okay. The Sweet History of Candy Volume 2 by Charles Lee. Unfortunately, when you click through the website, it's... Well, luckily I have a library access thing. So I'm going to... How do I do this again? Ah, there we go. Highlight. So the 5 flavors, although they still sell well to this day. Okay, so going to the library. So what was it called? Ah, nope, not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do. Okay. So So I guess I gotta type it all out. Sweet history of candy volume. Ah! What? No, don't want to do that. Oh, but that's his name. Let's see here. Okay, part of a book series. Find a newspaper ad for 5 pieces from the 1930s. Interesting. So that's been added to evidence. Yay. Okay. Ooh. States that the flavors are inspired by their children, and the order is grape, elderberry, cinnamon extract, melon, and the newest flavor, miracle berry. So, miracle berry, I know is... Well, I know Miracle Jr. was a person. So let's go back to spider search. Televangelist defraud the public in 1979 when he tried claiming to heal someone in a wheelchair. His wife Edith's sister. So 79 might be here? Well, it said Miracle's the youngest, right? I don't know if they go in order. Let's see. Doesn't clarify. Ah. Whoa. You'll find a website for the Miracle Network production company. Witness the testimonies. He arrived so late in his mother's life, the doctors swore he wouldn't survive his first year. His mother and father, Elias and Gwyneth, named him Miracle because they thought him impossible. He was younger than his brothers and sisters. 23 years later, Miracle Jr. arrived and became the famous family's second vessel. At 18, he unburdened himself, took his father's testimony. Spread the gospel. Okay, so what is our evidence? Is there a picture that we can use? Ah, yes. So this is Miracle Jr. And then his wife, Nicole. Oh, this is a lot of info. Well, it says it looks like a lot of information, but then it says there's only 3 things I can get from it. So Miracle Jr. is on here somewhere. It's gotta be this guy, right? Miracle Jr. Televangelist. What is it? What would it be? Secretary, student, travel agent, director, artist, advertising, actor, artist, author, interior design, manufacturing, pilot, politics, pro athlete. Let's see again. So we arrived so late. Let's see here. Still with the power of God. Well, I know Miracle Senior and Junior are also there, so I might as well pick those up. Miracle Junior, and then he had one son who is Miracle the Third. So, actor, advertising, architect, author, baby, cashier, CEO, chef, comedian, construction. Feels like there are more options now. Did I do something last time? Media mogul. That's gotta be it. Feels like I have 3 that should be right, unless I was wrong. Oh, I still need Carl's picture, don't I? So if I've done that... Sheesh. Always use a person's most recent occupation. Where are you, Carl? There you are. So let's go ahead, check this out. And then see what path we can go down here. Watchman of the Year, maybe? Oh, new periodical added. Business Watch. Does not... May be able to find individual articles and issues. So that's kind of what we need. So, Business Watch, Carl Roottrees. The cover and a summary of the article. Yay, I have a picture of him now. Okay. So I'll check that out later, but wanted to give that to him. This is the current president, right? So at this point, it feels like I should be able to do it, right? Or be able to call it? Unless there's another... No, Miracle should be there. Carl should be there. Let's see here. The only other option... So I know this is Carl. Now, I don't know Gwen, and I don't know Miracle Jr. Well, this has to be Miracle Jr., right? Because then we have Miracle the Third down here. This has to be Gwen. So, what am I missing? Not optional. Because it seems like I should have it, right? That one I'm confident in. Then this one also has to be right because I know she divorced, and that's our split up feature. Only one that would actually let you do that. So that means the one that has to be wrong is this one. That doesn't really help me all that much in terms of hints. Yeah. Oh, wait, Preacher. That might be the difference that we're going for here. Preacher. There we go. I just needed to see where it was. Okay, so that's another 3 relatives. Been locked in. Carl, Gwen, Miracle. Yes. Oh yeah, no additional optional entries. I might do that later if I can, I'm not sure.
You're on a roll. I'll try to keep that momentum going. Carl's office was a mess, thanks to some burst pipes. But I unearthed a photo
campaign
from the
mailer.
1970s Roottrees reunion. I also found some important-looking papers.
Alright, got a... Oh, that's a lot of new evidence.
You've traced 9 blood relatives so far. I'll have more to share after you find 9 more.
Alright, so that is a lot of evidence. I might go ahead and leave it off here, just so that we made some progress. We're about maybe 1/5 of the way through. Don't want to, you know, overload at any one time, because it feels like these chapters are going to be more just information as I find them kind of deal. So I will go ahead and end off at this point. So as always, let me know what you thought about this. I personally really enjoyed it, but I know there were probably some slower moments as a viewer, so if there's anything else you would rather I take on, please let me know. I am happy to take consideration. I feel like a smaller, shorter episode of this might be a little bit more efficient, but I have had a really good time figuring this stuff out. So, you know, any thoughts you have, please leave them in the comments. I will always, you know, keep an eye on those. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe in addition to commenting. Share this with your friends or enemies or whoever you want to share it with. And until next time, I will see you then. For now, stay involved, stay engaged, most importantly, stay cool. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.